Okay, hello friends. Last time what we have done the pH change as a cause of tooth decay. Today we will start with our self-defense by animal and plant through chemical warfare. In this topic we will see how the animal and plants defend themselves by using their sting, something like that. Right? You can see the honeybee when bite, it causes irritation or pain, right? And this irritation and pain, what is because of what is because of acid. When honeybee bites na, it leaves acid on that area, and because of that acid we it causes pain and irritation. To counterpart this pain and irritation, what we can use basics thing like this one, baking soda. If you rub baking soda on that means that area, you will get relief, right now. In similar way we will see this topic, nature provides a neutralization option, right now. You might have seen nettle plant, right? A nettle plant leaves consist of what sting on it. Stings are there, stinging hairs are there on the surface of nettle plant leaves, right now. When you touch this type of leaf, it causes irritation and what pain, right now. And this is what because it these stings consist of methanoic acid. When you touch na, it releases methanoic acid on the surface of your skin, and because of that you will get pain and what you will get pain and irritation. Again over here you can see to counterpart this pain and relief, you can use dog plant, right? You can use dog plant. This dog plant consists of basic material, and this basic material will help you out to reduce this pain and irritation caused by what nettle plant, right now. And where this the dog plant lies, or we can say कहाँ मिलेगा ये dog plant. So this dog plant often grows beside the what nettle plant only. उसके आसपास ही मिलता है आपको. अगर आप कहीं पे जंगल में फंस जाओगे तो जंगल में उसके आसपास ही आपको दिखेगा. अंडरस्टूड बेटा? Okay. So we have understood that how the nature provides neutralization option, right now. Here some acids are given in our daily life, which are there. You can see over here. Vinegar is consists of what? Vinegar consists of acetic acid. Orange consists of citric acid. Tamarind consists of what? Tartaric acid. Tomato consists of oxalic acid. Sour milk or curd, we can say milk or curd, consists of lactic acid, right now. Lemon consists of citric acid. And sting, normally any sting consists of methanoic acid. कोई भी sting हो, ant sting हो, honey bee sting हो, or we can say nettle plant sting, any type of sting consists of methanoic acid. Here you can see over here, right now. So these are the few sources of acid normally which are there in our daily life, right now. Okay, right. So we have done with this acid parts. Now we will go for salt part, right? What is salt? And we will see some activities based on salt. So we will start with activity number 2.13. To perform activity number 2.13, we should understand something. Some few things are that we will see first, right? So note that here you can note that when acid react with base, it forms what? Salt and water. जब acid और base react करता है, what it forms? It forms salt and water, right? Normally you should remember this. It will use in what? Activity number 2.13 and 2.14. In both activity we have to we will use these topics, these things we will use in activity number 2.13 and 2.14, right now. So you should remember this, right now. So when strong acid react with strong base, you will get what? Neutral salt, isn't it beta? Because दोनों के दोनों strong है, तो you will get neutral, right now. When weak acid react with weak base, right now, weak acid react with weak base, it will give what? Neutral salt, isn't it? But if you react strong acid with weak base, so here acid is stronger, so you will get acidic salt, isn't it? Yes or no? समझा बेटा? In similar way, when weak acid react with strong base, you will get basic salt, because here strong base is strong, so you will get basic salt, isn't it? So these are the few examples or few things which we have to remember, right? Strong acid is strong base, neutral salt. Weak acid, weak base, neutral salt. Strong acid, weak base, so because acid is stronger over here, so acidic salt. And weak acid is strong base, because base is stronger over here, so we will get what? We will get basic salt over here, isn't it? Okay. Next topic. Now to form some, we have to what? We have to see how the compounds are formed. So to form the compounds, or to write the formula of the different salts, to understand, for that we should understand the valencies of different elements and different things, right? Now different molecules, different element, different group of atom, or we can say polyatomic ion, polyatomic ion. We will see the valency of that, right? Now so if you see group 1 element, right? Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. Group 1 element. This is a group 1 element. You can see over here, this is our group 1 element. So group 1 element consists of hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, sodium, rubidium, cesium and francium. Right now the valency of group 1 element is what? +1. It is mentioned over here, right? So valency of group 2 is what? +2. So group 2 consists of beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium and barium and radium. So from this we can say the group 2 element consists of this element. The valency of this element is +2 only. The valency of group 13 element are +3. The valency of group 14 element are +4. The valency of group 15 element is what? -3. The valency of group 16 element is -2. Group 17 element is -1, and group 18 element valency is 0. Right now, apart from these, few more things are there. We should understand. We should learn about that. You can see over here. Here, hydroxide ion. Right now, if you take hydroxide ion, wait. Okay. Hydroxide ion, the valency of hydroxide ion is what? -1, and it is represented by OH. The valency of carbonate ion is CO3. It is represented by CO3, and the valency is -2. Sulfate ion is represented by SO4, and valency is -2. Sulfide ion is represented by SO3, and its valency is -2. Sulfide S -2, and so on. This we have to understand. This is what we will use in what? We will use in example, in our example that we will see, isn't it? तो बेटा आपको इसको याद करना, मेरे को याद है, मैं आप आगे यूज़ करूँगा, isn't it? So let's start with activity number 2.13. 2.13, what we have to do in this activity? In this activity we have to understand, we have to write the chemical formula of salt and identify the acid and bases from which the salts are formed. Identify the family from which given salt is belong to. क्या करना है हम लोग को? 3 चीज़ करना है. In this, first we have to write the formula of salt, और फिर कौन से एसिड और बेस से वो बना हुआ है वो देखना है, and then we have to find out the family from which it is belong to. So let's start with potassium sulfate. राइट ना, हम लोग क्या करेंगे? पोटेशियम सल्फेट को देखेंगे, हाउ द पोटेशियम सल्फेट्स आर फॉर्म, राइट? पोटेशियम सल्फेट, राइट? So what is the formula of potassium? Potassium means K and sulfate means SO4, right? What is the valency of potassium? Is +1. Valency of sulfate is -2. So I will cross multiply it. So यहाँ पर to balance this valency, what we will do? First we have to balance this valency, right ना? So what we will do to balance this valency? We will cross multiply. So ये 2 इधर आ जाएगा and 1 यहाँ पे जाएगा. 1 लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं होती है, तो इसलिए हम लिखेंगे. So here from this we can say the formula of potassium sulfate is what? K2SO4, isn't it? समझा बेटा? What is the formula of potassium sulfate? K2SO4. Yes or no? Now second question is the what? From which acid potassium sulfate is formed? कौन से एसिड से पोटेशियम सल्फेट जो है फॉर्म हुआ है? Yes or no? कौन से एसिड से पोटेशियम सल्फेट फॉर्म हुआ है। तो अगर आप देखेंगे यहाँ पर here I have given some example, or we can say a shortcut for this right now. If you want to find out the acid and base from which the salt is formed, so the salt cation right now, the cation of salt right now is came from what? Base. Always come from what? Base. And the anion part of salt always come from what? Acid, isn't it? किससे आता है? एसिड से आता है. सो cation, which cation is over here? Cation is K is come from what? Base. So base consists of OH, so I will put OH over here, so I will get our base, so KOH. What is the base over here? कौन से base से बना हुआ है? KOH से बना हुआ है. If you talk about anionic part, so in this anionic part is what? Anionic part is SO4. So SO4 is anionic part, so SO4 consists of what? SO4 is anion ना, तो anion come from what? Anion come from acid. So acid means हम लोग acid बनाने के लिए H लगाएंगे, तो H plus लगाएंगे. acid consists of H plus, तो H plus लगाएंगे. How many H plus will be there? तो valency of H plus is +1 and SO4 is -2. To balance out, I will put over 2 over here, so I will get H2SO4 over here. So कौन से एसिड एंड बेस से बना है K2SO4? K2SO4 is prepared from what? KOH and H2SO4, isn't it? Right now, what is the family of K2SO4? K2SO4 की फैमिली कौन सी होंगी? तो हम लोग को भी बोलेगा फैमिली कौन सी है, तो हम लोग बोलेंगे कौन सी फैमिली से बना हुआ है. ये यहाँ पे बोल सकते हैं कि cation कौन सा है? पोटेशियम है, तो वी विल से दैट इट इज़ बिलोंग्स टू पोटेशियम फैमिली, or we can say it is belongs to what? Sulfate family. SO4 is there na, so we can say it is belongs to sulfate family. Understood? Next one is what? The nature of salt, whether it is acidic or basic, because here if you see it is made up of what? It is made up of strong acid and strong base. Both are strong, therefore we can say it is neutral one, and pH will be pH of this salt will be 7, isn't it? Let's take example of Na2SO4. Na2SO4, we can say Na2SO4. Na2, what is the formula of sodium sulfate? We have to make the formula of sodium sulfate. How to form sodium sulfate? Sodium means Na and sulfate means SO4. What is the valency of sodium? +1, SO4 is -2. To balance out, I will put 2 over here. So I will get what? I will get the formula of sodium sulfate, that is Na2SO4, isn't it? Alright, here we have to find out the acid and base. So to find out the acid and base, what I will do, I will write the formula of sodium sulfate. Here the cation part is what? Sodium. So sodium is cation, so sodium come from what? Base. So to find out base, I will put OH. Base consists of OH, so I will put OH. So we can say that it is come from NaOH. And anionic part come from acid na? So I will write SO4 over here, and because acid consists of H plus, so I will write H plus. To balance out, valency +1 is there and this is -2. To balance out, what I will do, I will put 2 over here, so I will get the formula of H2SO4. So from this we can say that Na2SO4 is formed from what? NaOH and H2SO4, because here sulfate is there, therefore we can say that Na2SO4 sodium sulfate is a salt which is belongs to sulfate family, or we can say it is a salt which is belongs to what? Sodium family. And because here both acid and base are strong, therefore this is neutral salt, isn't it beta? In similar way you can go for calcium sulfate. Calcium sulfate is made up of what? What is the formula of calcium sulfate? Calcium means what? Ca. Calcium is Ca, sulfate is SO4, Ca is +2, SO4 is -2. So as it is balanced, so there is no need to cross multiply, right? So now we have to find out the acid and base. So cation come from base, so cation लिया मैंने यहाँ पर और OH लगाया. The valency of cation is calcium is +2 and OH is -1. So what I will do, I will cross multiply it and I will put 2 over here. So from this we can say that base in this salt is CaSO4, and sulfate come from what, acidic part right now. So to balance out this SO4 I will put H plus. So how many H plus? 2 H plus will be there. I have already explained you how it comes. So we can say that this acid, this salt, calcium sulfate comes from what? Calcium sulfate comes from H2SO4 and CaSO4. In these two, acid is strong one, right now. Sulfuric acid is strong one, while calcium hydroxide is also strong base, right now. So strong acid and strong base, because both are strong, we can say that as both are strong, we can say that it is neutral in nature. Yes or no? In similar way, you can go for what, magnesium sulfate. You can form the formula of magnesium sulfate, right? And in magnesium sulfate we are using H2SO, means what, salt. You can find out salt. I have already explained you right now. Here here you can say that the magnesium sulfate MgSO4 is came from what, H2SO4 and Mg as OH twice. So this is a weak base right now, and this is strong acid. Here acid is strong, so we can say that salt will be acidic in nature and pH will be less than 7. Understood? In similar way, you can go for this also, copper sulfate, sodium chloride, sodium nitrate, and sodium carbonate and ammonium chloride, right now, right? Here you can see different things. Here copper sulfate is copper hydroxide. This copper sulfate is made up of copper hydroxide, and copper hydroxide is weak base, and because it is weak base and it is strong acid, so we can say that it is acidic in nature and pH will be less than 7, right? Next one, NaCl. NaCl is made up of what? NaCl, HCl and NaOH, because both are strong, so we can say it is neutral in nature, isn't it? Here also both acid and base are strong enough, so we can say that this salt is neutral in nature, right? Here also you can see that here, if you see this example, sodium carbonate. What is the formula of sodium carbonate? Sodium means Na, carbon means CO3. Here the valency of carbon is -2, and valency of Na is +1. To balance out, I will put 2 over here, cross multiplication. So I will get the formula Na2CO3. This is our formula right now. So from cation anion we can guess that it is made up of what? NaOH and H2CO3. I have already explained you how to balance this right now. So NaOH and H2CO3. NaOH is strong base, but H2CO3 is weak acid. So here the base is strong, so we can say that this molecule, that is sodium carbonate, weak in nature, that is the pH will be greater than 7. Ammonium chloride you can do by yourself right now, and this is homework for you. Now we will go for activity number 2.14. In this activity, what we have to do, we have to check the solubility, pH of salt sample, identify the acid and base from which the salt is formed right now. So this part, if we talk about this part, formula of compound, how to find out the formula of compound, I have already explained you. We will see some different examples. So potassium nitrate, so potassium nitrate, what is the formula of potassium? K, and nitrate is NO3, because K is +1, NO3 is -1, both are balanced, so the formula of potassium nitrate is KNO3, right now. From which salt and acid and base it is formed. So K come from base, so I will put OH over here, so we can say KOH. And NO3 is anion part always come from acidic part, so for acid I will put H over here and NO3. So by this we can say that it is formed from HNO3, right? So we can say that from this we can say that KNO3 is made up of what? Acid HNO3 and base KOH, because both are strong enough right now, so therefore pH will be 7 and the salt will be neutral, right? Now if we talk about solubility, because all of these are nothing but a inorganic salt. What? Inorganic salt, right? Now these inorganic salt are polar in nature, right? All are polar in nature. Because all are polar in nature, water is also polar in nature. So both are polar in nature, right? Now so therefore we can say that this salt will be dissolved in water, right? Now because solubility depends on what one principle, like dissolve like, मतलब अपने वाले में घुल मिल जाते हैं. मतलब जैसे एग्जांपल, यहाँ पे 4 लोग खड़े हुए, राइट? यहाँ पे 1 2 3 4 लोग खड़े, एक बंदा आ रहा है. अगर ये बंदे की पहचान वाले रहेंगे तो ये इसके साथ जाके घुल मिल जाएगा, दोस्ती करेगा, बातचीत करेगा, ये सुनो. बट अगर पहचान वाले नहीं रहेंगे तो क्या जाके हाय हेलो करेगा क्या? नहीं. अगर हाय हेलो करूँगा तो बोलेंगे कौन है भाई, पागल वागल तो नहीं हो गया, ये सुनो. तो इसका मतलब क्या है, घुल मिलने के लिए ज़रूरी क्या है, पहचान वाला होना ज़रूरी है. सो like dissolve like means polar dissolves in polar solvent, non-polar dissolves in non-polar solvent, organic dissolved in organic solvent, inorganic salt dissolved in inorganic solvent. So here these all salt are inorganic in nature. We can say that these are polar in nature. These salt are polar in nature, while our water is also polar in nature. Both are polar in nature. So we can say that these all salt will be what? All salt will be soluble in water. सबके सब क्या रहेंगे, soluble रहेंगे किसके अंदर, water के अंदर. Understood? And remaining part we have done in what? Activity number 2.13, right? Yes or no? You can make the formula of salt, right? Example, कोई बोलेगा सोडियम एसिटेट बनाओ, तो what is the formula? Sodium Na. Acetate means what? CH3COOH. It is the exception in which anion part को हम लोग पहले लिखते हैं, राइट ना. एक्सेप्शन इसमें हम लोग anion part को पहले लिखते हैं. सो इन दिस केस वी विल राइट फर्स्ट CH3COO minus, and then we will write cation part. So here cation is Na and this is anion part. So Na will goes to OH to form base. So we will get NaOH, and this anion part will goes to what? H plus ion. So CH3COOH when combined with H, we will get acetic acid. So from this we can say that this sodium acetate salt is prepared from sodium hydroxide and acetic acid. Here sodium hydroxide is strong enough base, and while this is a weak acid. So acid is weak or base is strong over here. So we can say that sodium acetate is basic in nature, because base is strong over here. So basic in nature, and therefore it turns blue to red. Sorry, pH turns to blue. pH blue दिखा रहा है, इसका मतलब क्या है, basic है, isn't it? And pH will be more than 7, isn't it? Solubility, as I told you, all are inorganic salt, or we can say polar in nature, therefore all are soluble in water. Yes or no? So remaining part you can do it by yourself, isn't it? Yes or no? You can do it by yourself. It is very easy. You can go through, and if you have any doubt you can ask me on WhatsApp. Okay, now what we will do, we will start with activity number 2.15. right now. Before activity number 2.15 we will see some different things are there. Let me check. Okay, before activity number 2.15 we have to see this topic right now. Common salt, NaCl. We have to learn about common salt, that is NaCl, right now. So common salt, the uses of common salt is it is used as a raw material of different chemical. बहुत सारे different chemical को prepare करने के लिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं, common salt का use करते हैं, right? Isn't it? Which type of material we are making from common salt? We are preparing baking soda, sodium hydroxide, washing soda, bleaching powder, and many more. Many more examples are there. Baking soda is there, sodium hydroxide means NaOH is there, and bleaching powder is there, right? Washing soda is there, sodium hydroxide is there. There are many more things are there which is used for as a raw material for preparation, right now? Sorry, for which preparation NaCl is used, common salt is used, NaCl is used. So NaCl is used for what? NaCl is mostly used for preparation of NaOH, right now, preparation of bleaching powder, preparation of what? Baking soda, preparation of what? Washing powder. In this preparation the NaCl, our common salt, is used. Therefore we are studying this topic. Let's start with first one, sodium hydroxide. How the sodium hydroxide is formed? If you see sodium hydroxide in this chamber right now, so in this chamber we have taken a brine water. Brine means what? नमकीन पानी, जिसमें पानी में नमक मिला होगा उसको brine water बोलते हैं. Here we have two electrode, one is cathode, one is anode, right now. This one is anode and this one is cathode, right now. It is connected to battery terminal, negative and positive. Yes or no? In this solution what we have Na plus and Cl minus. Yes or no? We have Na plus and Cl minus, isn't it? And also we have H plus and OH minus, right? These four things are there in the salt solution, isn't it, beta? Now when NaCl react with water, what it forms? So NaCl, if you take example, when NaCl react with what? H2O, HNOH, what I will get? Right, what I will get Na will goes to OH minus and H will goes to H plus. And when you react NaCl with water in electrolysis, it should be mentioned that electricity is passed, right ना. अगर ऐसे ही पानी डालेंगे तो घुल जाएगा, it does not react. Yes or no? तो when you pass electricity, Na will goes to OH minus and H plus will goes to what? हाइड्रोजन. ये नॉर्मली होना चाहिए मगर ऐसा नहीं होता. Na जो है वो OH माइनस के पास जाएगा and it will form NaOH, right? And what about H plus and Cl minus? Because H plus and Cl minus का पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, सॉरी, डिस्चार्ज पोटेंशियल जो है वो कम है. बिकॉज वो लोग क्या होते हैं, इलेक्ट्रोड से टकराते नहीं हैं. एंड बिकॉज इलेक्ट्रोड से टकराते नहीं तो हाइड्रोजन जो कि H प्लस है वो हाइड्रोजन के फॉर्म में निकलेगा एंड Cl जो है वो क्या है, क्लोरीन के फॉर्म में उड़ जाएगा. Isn't it? And we will get NaOH, right now. Na will react with OH of water and you will get NaOH. And remaining part HCl का जो पार्ट था और रिमेनिंग पार्ट था, तो HCl का जो हाइड्रोजन है वो क्या होगा, उड़ जाएगा. Cl का क्लोरीन के फॉर्म में उड़ जाएगा. Isn't it? Okay बेटा. Next topic is what? Bleaching powder. Here we will see the preparation of bleaching powder. What is the formula of bleaching powder? The formula of bleaching powder is CaOCl2. This oxygen is responsible for bleaching purpose, right ना. Yes or no? What happens, मैं बताऊँगा आपको कैसे bleach करता है. पहले we will see the preparation part, right ना. So if you take a calcium hydroxide, right ना, calcium hydroxide लेंगे and if you add chlorine in it, right ना, अगर क्लोरीन ऐड करेंगे तो क्या होगा आपका, क्या होगा, ये ऐसे जैसे एग्जांपल मैं समझाता हूँ आपको कैसे फॉर्म होता है. देखो, कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड CaOH, राइट ना. एक मिनट में इसको मिटाता हूँ बस. वेट अ मिनट. टू अंडरस्टैंड वी हैव टू व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, वी हैव टू एलॉबरेट दिस. इसको हम लोग खोल के लिखेंगे, स्ट्रक्चर, ओपन स्ट्रक्चर लिखेंगे. एंड व्हाट वी विल डू, वी विल ऐड क्लोरीन इन इट. क्या करेंगे, क्लोरीन ऐड करेंगे. अब जब मैं क्लोरीन इसमें ऐड करूँगा तो यहाँ से क्या होगा, जब दो OH आर देयर, राइट ना, सो इट विल रिमूव वाटर, राइट. मैंने इससे पहले बता चुका हूँ, जब हम लोग को OH दो दिखेंगे तो आप क्या करेंगे, पानी निकाल दो. एंड व्हाट इज़ रिमेनिंग ओवर हियर, calcium, oxygen and 2Cl is there, right? Now if you arrange, I have already explained you how to arrange the elements, right? Now so if you arrange these means these elements, you will get what? Calcium oxychloride. क्या मिलेगा हम लोग को? कैल्शियम ऑक्सीक्लोराइड. एंड दिस इज़ नथिंग बट अ ब्लीचिंग पाउडर. ये क्या है हमारा? ब्लीचिंग पाउडर. ये हमारा क्या? ब्लीचिंग पाउडर. नाउ what is the use of bleaching powder? It is used to bleach cotton and linen clothes, right? Cotton and linen के clothes को bleach करने के लिए यूज होता है. उसके बाद it is used as a oxidizing agent. Bleaching, what if you talk about bleaching, calcium OCl2. In this, if you react, or we can say that if you rub this on some surface, right now this oxygen, nascent oxygen will remove out, or you will get calcium chloride from this, and this nascent oxygen will be responsible for oxidizing agent, oxidation, right? ऑक्सीडेशन के लिए ये ही ऑक्सीजन रिस्पॉन्सिबल रहेगा. अंडरस्टूड बेटा? समझा किस तरह से करना है? तो इसके अंदर जो कैल्शियम के अंदर जो ऑक्सीजन है, ये ऑक्सीजन जो है Cl2 का, ये ऑक्सीजन रिस्पॉन्सिबल होगा ऑक्सीडेशन के लिए. सो कैल्शियम ब्लीचिंग पाउडर इज़ ऑल्सो यूज एज अ ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट. क्या के लिए यूज होता है? ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट के तौर पे, राइट? नाउ फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज ओवर. इट इज़ यूज इन कॉटन, लिनन, textile industries to bleach out the clothes, or to bleach out the paper, right? It is also used as a oxidizing agent in chemical industries, and it is also used to as a antiseptic, as an antiseptic in drinking water, because drinking water consists of germs. होता है, तो germs को रिमूव करने के लिए हम लोग इसके अंदर क्या करते हैं? क्लोरीन डालते हैं, और you can use bleaching powder. Yes or no? Okay beta. Now we will go for baking soda. Baking soda we will see next time. First we will see the activity number 2.15, right? So we will see the activity number of 2.15. Here it is, activity number 2.15. So in this, what we have to do, we have to check the color of copper sulfate, whether it is due to water of crystallization or not, right? ना कॉपर सल्फेट का जो ब्लू कलर होता है वो क्या होता है? वो वाटर ऑफ क्रिस्टलाइजेशन की वजह से होता है या नहीं है, वो अपने को देखना है. द वेरी फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन अराइजेज दैट व्हाट इज़ वाटर ऑफ क्रिस्टलाइजेशन. तो इट इज़ नथिंग बट अ वाटर विच कंसिस्टेड बाय व्हाट? अ मॉलिक्यूल. मॉलिक्यूल के अंदर हम लोग को देखा होगा आपने कि 5 मॉलिक्यूल, 4 मॉलिक्यूल, 3 मॉलिक्यूल अटैच होते हैं. किसके साथ? फॉर्मूले के साथ. सो दीज मॉलिक्यूल्स आर नथिंग बट अ वाटर ऑफ क्रिस्टलाइजेशन. ये जो मॉलिक्यूल अटैच है उसको बोलेंगे वाटर ऑफ क्रिस्टलाइजेशन. सो होता क्या बेटा? इफ़ यू टेक व्हाट वी हैव टू डू इन दिस एक्टिविटी, वी हैव टू टेक टेस्ट ट्यूब. In this test tube we have to take a sample of copper sulfate, and we will heat this sample, right? Now after heating you will get white PPT. White means copper sulfate is जो copper sulfate है जो blue कलर का है वो क्या होगा? white हो जाएगा. क्यों white हुआ? Because if you heat this molecule, right? ना this water molecule will escape out or evaporate, right? ना escape हो जाएगा और evaporate हो जाएगा, escape हो जाएगा, उड़ जाएगा, evaporate हो जाएगा. और ये जो 5 मॉलिक्यूल उड़ गए वो क्या हो गए? निकल गए. एंड बिकॉज यहाँ पर जैसे ही वो निकलेंगे तो ये कॉपर सल्फेट जो है ऐसा 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 होते हुए वाइट हो जाएगा. एंड दिस सजेस्ट दैट द कलर ऑफ कलर ऑफ कॉपर सल्फेट इज़ ड्यू टू वाटर ऑफ क्रिस्टलाइजेशन. एंड देयरफॉर ओनली हियर ब्लू, here the formula of copper sulfate is CuSO4.5 moles of water. When you heat this compound you will get you will see that this compound will is turning from turning from blue to white, and at the end you will get white substance, right? Now if you burn copper sulfate, right, it will use what compound that is copper sulfate FeSO4 CuSO4 sorry CuFs, because here there is no water of crystallization, means water is not attached to this compound. Such compound will be what, because water of crystallization is not there, therefore this compound is white in nature, isn't it beta? What is the water of crystallization we have seen over here. Now let's see, to confirm this color is because of what, water of crystallization. What we will do, we will add again few drops of water in it. जैसे वाटर ऐड करेंगे तो क्या करेंगे, पानी को एब्जॉर्ब कर लेगा एंड इट विल फॉर्म व्हाट CuSO4.5 moles of water and again it becomes what, blue in color, right now. So from this we can say that from this we can conclude that water of crystallization is very important in the color of compound, right now. If you take example of copper sulfate is blue in color, while on heating, after heating you will get white color, and after some time it will again convert into blue color, because it will absorb moisture from air and it will again gives you blue color. So today we have completed till activity number 2.15. Now in next lecture we will start with this topic, that is baking soda, which is given in your textbook right now, right? टेक्स्ट में आपको दिया हुआ है बेकिंग सोडा के बारे में. एक मिनट. ओके, सो बेकिंग सोडा के बारे में आपको एक्टिविटी पहले से दिया हुआ है, सो वी विल नॉट गो इनटू इट, आपको वापस से रिपीट नहीं करना है, राइट? So we will start directly. Okay, so सॉरी बेटा, मैं थोड़ा खामोश हो गया था. सो यहाँ पर अगर आप देखेंगे, you can see we have completed our activity number 2.15 and next time we will start with this topic. Sorry, this much we have completed. Next time what we will start with our next topic, that is baking soda, how the baking sodas are formed and what is the use of baking soda. Then we will see washing soda, and then we will see last part, how we can convert plaster of Paris into gypsum. We will see that, and then we will stop over there right now. And this much we have completed our chapter. Next time we will start with what, our baking soda part, isn't it? Today we have completed all type of activity of this chapter. Okay, so beta, thank you. We will stop over here. Any doubt is there, you can ask me on WhatsApp. Okay, thank you so much.